Hello, my name is Christopher and I'm a Mohanji Acharya, and today I'm sharing with you some ways in which Mahenji works and how he interacts with people when they're messaging him, calling him, or requesting some help to do with the sorrows that they're facing in life or their situations. This could be themselves, it could be their family members, maybe they're sick, maybe they're ill, even the pets, the cat, the dog. Something's happening in somebody's life which they're requesting Mahenji to do something about and to help with. So Mahenji in these situations is always there, he's always available. But something which I think people fail to understand, or maybe not fail to understand, but it's not in line with their expectations, is how he is. So for him, he's very matter-of-fact about situations. If he's presented with something, he'll look at it, he'll assess it, see what can be done, and he'll do it. And he'll message back something like, okay, I've done, or do this, or do this. He doesn't really subscribe to the sympathy and the emotions that are associated with that event. And what that can lead to is a bit of confusion for some people, because they're expecting sympathy. And then what that then leads to is saying, oh, Mahenji is indifferent, or these people are indifferent, they don't really care, they could show more compassion and things like this. So for Mahenji, these situations come very matter-of-fact. It's life. And one of the core principles, or the core, positions on which he bases the clarity, is that as soon as we're born into life, we're also born with something else. And that's our death. So as soon as we're born, we're also born with death. And at some point in time, we'll meet that. So then what's the general problem around all these situations? So for him, life is life. We keep moving until the very end. And how he sees sympathies, self-pity, entanglements within these emotions, it's almost like a paralysis which can stop people moving on. And some people like to feel this. Some people like to feel sorry and have the sympathy of others. And what it's actually doing is it's paralyzing people and stopping them from moving on. So when you look at Mahenji's own life, he's faced incredible adversities. And never did he stop to have self-pity or seek that type of thing. He always just moved on. So he lives that life as that example, and so that's how he responds to these type of situations. So there was also another story of someone who had lost a job, and they were speaking to Mahenji or requesting him, please do something, bless me and help me with a new job. And Mahenji always blesses people, so he doesn't wish bad on anybody. But in these situations, he would rather give practical advice. He wouldn't just say, get a job, because in these situations, you might have to take half the salary. Then you're in a job which you don't want to be doing. And then not only are you upset that you haven't got a job, but then you've got a job that you don't like. So what he advises is practical steps. And in one situation, he said, well, reassess your contacts, look at what skills you have, look at the environment and the situation, and build something, start something new. Because that's going to be more lasting than just moving into another job in the situation. But then some people don't take that on as the suggestion that was given, and they have an expectation that he should have done something, or something more should have been done. And then there comes the criticism around, okay, they haven't done this is what I expected, and these people are indifferent, or Mahenji's indifferent. So this is just a short video and a reminder to give an understanding of how Mahenji sees these situations and sees them in life. And for him, sympathies are a real paralysis. He wouldn't want to ever sympathize with anyone, because that cripples them, that keeps him in that state. And so if people will stay there, he will try as much as he can, maybe 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. But if it's their will to be feeling those emotions, to be bound with them, then he respects the free will as well and leaves people there where they are. But he is always there ready to empower people, to rather than sympathize with them, to ignite them and move them forward, move them on from that situation into something greater and better.